Hello. I'm sorry about the late stream, everyone. So like I was feeling very weak on Monday, and on Tuesday, I had a doctor's appointment, and the nurse, so get this, the nurse, she was relatively new. I've never seen her before in my life. She stuck the needle into me. She had to draw blood, right? And like the entire time, she was digging my left arm like forever. Like took about like um she was digging in my arm with the needle, right? And like she was digging there for like 2 minutes until like she's like, oh, I can't find the vein, and then she moved on to my other arm, and then I suggested try the butterfly. Well, I guess it's my fault because I didn't tell her to use a butterfly at first, because I had thin veins and all that. Yeah, yeah. So, hello, Spirit. How's it going? And yeah. So, and then after she drew blood, I was like very weak on Tuesday again because I got my blood drawn. And yeah, so I just slept on Monday and Tuesday. That's why I haven't been able to stream. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Pretty good. How about you? I'm feeling better. I had a rough Monday and Tuesday. Oh, hey.
Did you find what you came for?
A woman from her past has made her place her home. I didn't expect her to see her. I didn't expect to see her again.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
She was one of the council who cast me out of the order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks.
Yeah, she
Be
also has my
warned.
lightsaber.
Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
The woman here is a Jedi Atrus, one of the council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atrus, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atrus plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Aren't the handmaiden students?
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Well, there's nothing to be gained talking here.
Very well, let us depart.
Is that okay? He looks all cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Has it? Alright then, let me free you.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy concealed in a northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
We'll meet in the ship, prep for launch. We'll leave as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group. Earn his trust. Get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But, Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once.
I didn't.
So again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
I think this one's mine.
Hey.
You alright, Adam?
We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
Are you okay? You look a little disoriented.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Not yet. I have agreed to help them.
Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
You've done enough, Atten. You can go if you want.
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
Thanks, Atten. I appreciate it.
Hey, don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
Alright, let's move on.
Let us keep moving. There is nothing more to be gained here.
I want to explore it a little longer. Then we can go.
Very well, but we should not remain here too long.
Oh, she's in a hurry to leave. Ooh, money. Ooh, reflex package. That's good. And thanks to that nurse, I have a bruise on my left arm because she was digging in to find the vein and all that. But other than that, I'm doing good.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
And what did Atris have to say about me?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters. your teachings, and yourself.
I went to war to protect others, not to fight. A lot of innocent people were dying and worlds were being conquered by the Mandalorians. I did what I must.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
And why is that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War then?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That's not what happened. That's untrue. But Adris is entitled to her own opinion, I guess.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Express feelings? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Adris' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
If I fought Atris, then that might make her the truth come out?
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I'll have to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
I apologize, I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Never mind, I'll be going now.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if
Sure.
I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It is difficult to explain.
Please, I wish to know.
Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
It was a pleasure.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
Oh, Nihilus.
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. exists to feed your power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Why have you approached me?
Demahawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
I have some questions for you.
You may ask.
I want to know more about this place.
This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. It survived the orbital bombardment of the Sith, though the inhabitants did not. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of Telos, waiting to be used again for the reconstruction efforts, controlled from this facility.
So, Atris resides within the frozen heart of this world.
That is a peculiar way of seeing it, but it can be described by such an abstract, yes.
Excuse me. But why is Atris here?
Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by the forces of the traitor Jedi Malak, Atris had many Jedi artifacts and knowledge transported here secretly.
Artifacts? You mean holocrons?
Yes, many relics from Dantooine, some which predate even the destruction of Ossus. She was not able to save all, but she saved enough.
If these relics predate Ossus, then she has saved much knowledge, and much of the Jedi teachings.
She was able to bring them here before the Academy's destruction. It was a fortunate thing. She was not able to save everything.
Any lightsabers in the collection?
Viewing the relics is not allowed without Atris's permission.
Atris allowed me to walk freely. Surely that implies trust.
There is truth in what you say. Yet many such artifacts are sealed away in Atris's chambers.
I
But
see.
if you wish to see a few of them, speak to the last of the handmaidens. She has seen some of these objects and has an interest in such things.
The last of the handmaidens?
Yes, she should be in the training chamber to the north and west of here. She constantly seeks to improve herself so that she may no longer be ranked last among us.
Why is she ranked last?
Because she is easily distracted by matters that do not concern her or her duty. Such distractions weaken her, and she knows this.
Distractions such as...
I will not speak of them. Ask her yourself, if it matters to you.
Alright, I'll be going now.
You have returned.
Are you the last of the handmaidens?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
They ever said that you were easily distracted.
It dishonors me that they would say such a thing to an outsider.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm sorry.
I cannot deny the truth in what they say. My thoughts are not always focused on training. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge here, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it's the farthest thing from it.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion of their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponent speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I agree. It shows how far you're willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry, or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics, in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
The Force drove Revan to do what needed to be done. That is all.
But to say that seems an untruth based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not?
Ah, but at what point does the power the Force exerts submerge any attempt at choice or free will? You have taken a complicated question, servant of Atris, and you have trivialized it with your answer and lack of experience.
If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
Let me ask you something else.
You may ask.
I heard you know something about the relics Atris has stored here.
I know a little of them, yes. Much Jedi knowledge is stored here. Secrets of their teachings, combat styles, and discipline.
Where is it stored?
The Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
Ah, I see. But surely they are not forbidden to the Jedi such as myself.
Atris has made her orders on the matter clear.
Oh.
And she says you are no Jedi. Entry to her meditation
sorry.
chamber is forbidden. To even ask shows you doubt my loyalty to her.
So you had never seen the relics?
I have seen a few of them. Yes, they were not always in Atris's meditation chamber.
Can you tell me about the ones you saw?
There were many relics. Among them, small cubes, warm to the touch, each containing their own light.
Jedi holocrons, yet warm to the touch, you said.
Yes, and with a light about them. When held, some would speak, ask strange questions.
Questions? What kind of questions?
Yes, their questions were confusing. They seemed to think I was someone else, someone's student.
Ah, of course they did. A simple misunderstanding, no doubt.
I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way, but I could not think of what I had done.
Alright, I'll be going now. Ooh, Vibro Sword. Nice. Was there anything in the here? I missed something. Nice.
Why have you...
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me,
I have some questions for you.
you may ask.
Why do you all look the same? I may ask.
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Ichani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders. You may...
I have some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Where's Atris? I wish to speak to her again.
She's meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her.
Oh, well, excuse me.
I hope you do not choose to trouble her further.
Okay, what can you tell me about her?
She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy.
I'm sorry, I don't believe she can save the galaxy. Someone like her. No offense. I just think she's kind of crazy. And how does she plan to do that?
We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the Rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War.
Indeed. A most curious reason for a war.
Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
High talk from Atris considering she never had a Padawan.
Yes, to teach one needs students. I have seen few of those since our arrival.
Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
Atris knows nothing. She will transmit her ignorance to anyone who follows her.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well.
No,
Perhaps
she doesn't.
You are the one who knows nothing.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Invaded? Teaching?
Oh, yes.
Teach me a
We
lesson?
train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
Then I'll be happy to oblige.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Basic. This woman.
Before we begin, are you familiar with the Chani traditions?
No, what are they?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Understand. Stay on mat, no armor, no striking to kill. Okay.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Let me get ready and I'll return.
Seek one of us out when you...
Okay. Ready.
Before
Yes, I'm ready.
the fight will be with hands all in,
Yes, I'm ready.
then let us...
Damn. There we go.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress.
Alright, let me heal up and we start again.
Seek one of us out. Have you returned to
Yep, let's go. Another round.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use...
Okay. Let me get ready and then I'll come back.
Seek... Have you returned?
Yep.
Very well. Our next... You may...
I'm ready.
Then let us...
Shit, I'm missing a lot. Damn it. Damn it.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you... See...
I wonder if there's anything else. I wonder if I get anything for being all
Have you
this.
returned to...
Alright, I'll fight you again.
Very well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise. In turn, I will spare none of our form.
Okay, let's go.
Then let us begin.
Let's see. Dexterity. Got her.
You know much of melee combat.
I wish to challenge you again.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for...
Alright, then. Then that sounds fine to me.
If that is what you wish, then we shall on. We shall see how you fight against a group of us. We shall take you in a pair, using everything. Use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique.
Let me get ready, then I'll return.
Seek one of...
I hear you.
Okay.
Have you returned to fight again?
Yes.
There is. If wish you.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Then let us begin.
This will teach you.
You are a
Oh my god.
Atris was correct about you.
I'll be good. I had enough for today. I'll be going now. Good job. Good fight.
Just
Yes.
say the word.
Hey, T3.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Are you alright, T3? Your behavior record. They didn't memory wipe you, did they? It wasn't your fault, T3. I'm just glad they took the ship. It wasn't your fault. I'm glad you're alright, man. Best droid. Why would she want your memory core? Let's get you back to the ship. We can talk more later. Alright, join us in the Ebonhawk. We'll leave when we're ready. Best droid. Alright, see if I make something. Ooh, nice. Attack modifier +1. Flash of bolt deflection +2. That's really good. But I don't have enough parts to get some. Excuse me. My throat has been feeling the best lately. I hope it's not bugged.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful, and she has demonstrated a fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's up, T3? Slow down, I didn't catch that first part. Wait, you did what while you were connected? You downloaded Atreus archives? Oh, wow.
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a holo record of my trial within Atreus' records.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died. Many planets fallen to the Mandalorians. I did what I had to.
You refused to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atreus, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, It was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
Wait.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
I'd appreciate that they would have told me.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Yeah, they do. If you find anything else, let me know. Oh, but ow! Why'd you bonk me? What was that for? That's very rude, you know. In a second, what else was in the archive? What about artifacts? Lifesavers? She was obsessed with records. Why wouldn't she have that list? It's okay, Spirit. I'm just joking with you. That was a rhetorical question, sorry. Never mind, I'll examine it later.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
And this is my private ship.
I can help you against this threat.
What?
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Do you think we need help?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
Well, when you put it like that, then welcome aboard.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the
Please don't give me
cockpit
egg
like
and
if she's coming
someone
with us, she
called
gets
Walter
cargo.
White once.
Might remind her how fun it is to get
wants to be
locked
my
up.
friend. Walter Wright.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Don't let them bother you. We just been through a lot.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris and the Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
It was my first lightsaber. Do you think I could build one?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
And how would we start?
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Oh, really? That's cool. Alright, what do we need?
We need a power cell,
Emitter matrix, lens, boat, and a crystal.
Crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
I just seen his profile and I think he can just stay off the waifu game.
No.
Which waifu game?
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Oh, he's playing Bazak with T3. That's cute.
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here, buddy?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea. Let Bader do it. It might be helpful. It's all good, T3. Don't worry.
Let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside.
The anti-games, there's 26 perfect... 26 of them? That guy playing? Really?
I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose...
That's a lot of anti-games. Permanent bonuses to Constitution, that's good. Really good. Probably one more part left. Medical bay and port dormitory. I don't think that was in the original game. Alright. Dantooine. Hey, Kreia.
How many more do we intend to gather to us?
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, I'm back. It's not my fault they follow me, to be honest. They just follow me. They volunteer.
Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Why are you angry?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
Is something happening to them?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully.
You have a point. You have a point. I will reflect upon this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps.
Alright, I'll be going now.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel it. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. I have seen you display many acts of...
It is instinct in me to do what is right.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Then I should view you as disposable then.
Ah, now you are learning. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
I had another question.
Ask.
You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Then perhaps we should talk about eliminating her.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Agreed. We need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
Another question.
Ask.
What's wrong with your eyes, if I may ask?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
I'll be going now. Hello.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel.
You always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
Look, I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Who, Bador?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Echani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life.
Because he and I have a history.
In many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Maybe you'd like to explain why Atris was siphoning power to the Telos Academy.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Atris thought Bador was the key to saving Telos?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpassed. I do not realize his stance.
That's not your concern.
Very well. I did not mean to bring up pain.
Don't apologize, it was a long time ago.
It does not sound like it is in the past, but I shall respect your wishes. You may...
Can you teach me some fighting moves?
Training is something reserved for certain cast members of the Echani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare.
I'm not a child.
All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. I'm ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Yes, ma'am. Alright. No force powers, weapons, items, got it.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back,
Whoa.
or I will hurt you.
Put some clothes on, lady.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. Before you go, there is something I must know. Why did you go back? Face trial?
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest.
I do not understand it myself. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly? It is a brave thing.
I'll be going now. Where's my sword?
Yes?
Do you think you please put some clothes on?
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Coreward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs are not practical or efficient.
I disagree. In fact, if you don't train yourself encumbered, it's crippling yourself.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do?
Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
They belong to your mother? Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi.
Oh.
These are her robes. I have not worn them since they came into my possession. They are the only thing of her that I possess.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I think you misunderstand. I have no feelings concerning her at all. There is only curiosity. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
I'll be going now. Wait, where's my sword? Ah, there it is. That's my sword.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first. You're one of the salvagers.
Salvagers? Hey, my ship is not banged up.
Have you taken a look at your ship recently? It looks like it's been chewed up and spit out by a Wookiee.
Well, excuse me.
But you're the boss, so your ship is in just great shape. You really don't look like a salvager, though. Why did you come here?
I want to visit the Enclave, but I'm not a salvager.
Just to see the sights, right?
Yeah. You're
just another salvager. Go see Administrator Adari in Kunda if you want to get into
Administrator Adari. Okay.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
This is your center of the government?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
Why do I need permission?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare.
I'll be going now.
Just head into the building.
Constitution. Energy. Beats. Blurry. I'll just keep going to energy for her. How about this? Yeah, +1 to melee weapons for her. There we go. Nah, we'll leave it like that for now. Possible? Ader, can you do something? Ah. Run away. Try again.
Set and activated.
Nice. Ooh, battle armor. That's pretty good.
I'm here.
Oh, hello. Oh. What are you doing, Dantooine? Sent to catalog nature resources of the planet. And fascinating planet filled with life. How can it be corrected? Problem. Who can I say? Something must be causing mysterious behavior to Kinrath. So, what's so usual about the Kinrath behavior? Here come several worlds. They are well known for burrowing nests. They swarm in tunnels near the tunnels near here appear to center anomalous behavior. Why are you anxious to leave Dantooine? No, I'm not really interested in Zach. Maybe later. Do you have cards I can buy though? Oh, nice. Let's buy them all. Why not? You're just walking around in circles. Hello? Are you okay?
Greetings and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kun, is there something
Why are you walking around in circles?
I am conducting my appointed rounds. May I be
How are we going now? Hey, Bador, can you do something about this droid?
Greetings. May I be
You're a damaged droid. What happened to you?
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion.
Sith invasion. Sith invasion.
Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Computer. Droid, run a diagnostic and report.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Fix droid's memory unit.
Greetings, Jedi.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
Shit. No, you're mistaken. I'm no Jedi.
May I be of further service to you, Jedi?
God damn.
No mistake about it. That droid is calling you a Jedi.
The droid's obviously malfunctioning. Do I look like a Jedi, even though I'm wearing Jedi robes?
Yeah, sure you do. I've got to tell the others.
Shit.
Yes?
Greetings, Jedi. May I be...
What can you tell me about Dantooine?
Dantooine is a rural world, far removed from most galactic trade routes. Historically, agriculture has been Dantooine's primary industry. Since the destruction of the Jedi Enclave, salvage of the ruins has become a key area of growth for the local community.
What do you know of the ruins?
The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave can be found northwest of the Kunda outpost. You may visit the ruins at your own risk. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly dangerous...
You mentioned salvage.
Kunda's salvage industry is a main source of income for the local community. At their own risk, salvagers may remove relics from designated salvage areas within the ruins.
So you can just walk into ruins and take anything you wish?
The fee to remove a relic from Dantooine is proportionate to the appraised value of the item. For more details, speak to Administrator Terena Adare at the Kunda
Adare.
Outpost.
Alright, I'll be... what do you want to talk... I want to talk about something else. Is there any work available here?
The local militia occasionally offers employment to additional...
I'll be going now. Ooh, nice. More battle armor, that's really good. Hello. What do you have for sale? Sure. Can I see what you got? I think that's the last part of HK. Oh, there's a thing there over there. Nice. Good money. Good rewards. I sense something. Who are you? Sith. Ah. Ah, shit. What the hell's she doing? Oh god, that was close.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Arise, but don't attack me again.
Kill me. I beg you. It was not my wish to challenge you. And I must pay the price.
I will not kill you.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka?
I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Is she going to be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
If her condition changes, let me know. I do not want to hurt her.
She is a threat to us.
I won't harm her if that's what you're asking.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Oh, scavenge part for Vices Mars lightsaber.
You have befriended the seer.
Miraluka? Why do you call her a seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself. And do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would bring difficulties.
Just because I saved her doesn't mean I'm going to charge up her loading ramp or anything like that.
We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us. To you, do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
If she can see through the Force, maybe she can help us find lost Jedi.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
Atten says her planet was wiped out. It was the only colony for people in the sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
It seems strange of a force-sensitive world. It seems strange a force-sensitive world was obliterated.
You are right to trust your instincts. Something is wrong. It is only a matter of discovering what and why. If your instincts lead you to an answer, seek me out. Perhaps we will discuss more.
Yes, Master. I had other things.
Ask, and I will answer.
When Visa's attack, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
All right.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey, T3 has a suck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Kotor, I shall not fear. For in fear lies death, and...
I heard her speaking.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Was I always able to do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Yes, Master.
Hey, General, are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
I was inspired by your arm.
Cool. Claws out today,
It was a joke, bro. It was a joke. Now who has claws out?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control, calm, like I usually only get when I'm repairing something.
When one is touched with the Force, it can manifest visibly.
Was there something you wanted?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something...
Where did you pick up that remote anyways?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now,
Wow.
despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
Uh, what other things does it do besides follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
That's cute.
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Something else?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Sure, what is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to be stopped. Too many people were dying.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Oh. As good a good reason, as good as a reason as any for joining.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
I detached myself from the frenzy of battle. It was impersonal.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on
I can understand that.
That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest.
No, I understand.
Is there something you wanted me for?
You have any shields like you use?
Sure do, General. I've made a few while I wasn't working on the ship. Here you go. Just something else I can...
Alright, see you. Ooh, nice.
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you were okay.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
I know. And I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions. And in my survival. And use it as a weapon to do you greater harm.
How did you find me?
I felt you. Heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me, even if I could lead you to my master. I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
My life is unimportant. Your master threatens me more than just me.
I cannot. I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
I need to find him before and kill him before he's a threat to my power. No. If he is behind what has befallen to the Jedi, then he must be stopped.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has troubles detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your world now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
If your home was destroyed, how did you just survived?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent?
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Kotor. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race,
that's terrible.
Took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarmed through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill is on such a scale is impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible.
Yes.
And it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply. Each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did your master destroy Kotor?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Kotor, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left.
Oh my god.
Only me.
He attacked because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence. They hope to see...
Alright. I want to ask you some other things.
I will answer what I...
I have heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force.
Force vision.
That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if your sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Isis has a limited ability to see through the Force. She has Force sight in first-person mode, and you can use it to force power it by spending Force points.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt.
Yeah.
Since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
I'll be going now.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask, why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help others is not a weakness. It has strength in both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service.
Oh. You spoke enough. I must go.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this.
You are spending time with the servant of Atrit.
I'm surprised you know so much, considering you never leave this room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master named Aaron Kai.
Was a
Jedi are
master.
forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
You served under Revan?
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you
She's
will
Force
be asking
sensitive.
her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
You said teaching the ways of Jedi. Curious choice of words.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
How could I train her?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours. Before you continue questioning me, I hope your thoughts in the matter concerning this servant of Atris are clear. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
Yes, Master. Jedi's have no such attachments.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
Perhaps, perhaps not. We shall see.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well. Yes? Ask.
Freya, are you Jedi or Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Then what are you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
I still wish to hear your story. I'm sorry you can't see this, just that because the game is old. OBS can't capture it.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition.
Scion approached Kreia and Nihilus.
There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, suffered indignities and fell into darkness.
Sion beat Kreia.
Learn from me my mistakes.
And she got exiled.
And use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
I need more than that, Kreia.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
I have other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
What do you know of Vice's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you.
Good.
I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
How did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught.
Jesus.
It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he uses it to kill the entire planet?
Yes.
All life in that planet?
It will sustain him for a time.
How can anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That kind of power is impossible.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things, and like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times.
Jesus.
It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
All life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Kotor called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And
it was like a full buffet to him.
Nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
If that is what I must be done for victory, then I will do so.
Then you have a chance. Without her death, I do not know if he can be stopped.
I'll be back, everyone. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. How did he destroy his home? Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
I'll be going now.
Yes?
Can you teach me some fighting moves again?
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some...
Any reason why we fight without clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and do not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement. I am making an exception in this case, as you requested.
Well, dueling without clothes is a little exposed.
Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well.
You seem to be abstracted, or anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively.
Okay.
You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
You've gained battle precognition. It allows you to add 1 wisdom bonus to your defense in combat. Oh, cool.
Yes? You may.
I would like to return to Telos Academy.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes, but I could.
Oh, never mind. Okay, let's continue. Constitution. Energy, security. Use. Power. 8. A weapon. Force lightning. Skills. I'll need this. There we go. Give you a weapon. You need to get her some robes. Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot to put the other part for HK. I think I have the last part. You can join us, hopefully. You're naked again. Oh my god.
Don't you ever give it a rest? Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
You lie. Few know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy.
Jesus.
Didn't you, sister? Next time I walk in here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shutta.
Shutta.
That is how flesh and blood fights. Let me show you how one fights when one's life is the Force.
I won't let you harm him. I have heard of your kind. You worship strength, when all it does is rot you from within.
You echo another's words, and as an echo it lacks strength. Who is it who has taught you of the Sith?
I will not reveal my mistress, and I will not allow you to harm the one I travel with.
I cannot harm him. His wound lies deeper than any blade could reach. That is why I follow him, and protect him.
Protect him? I do not believe you.
You do not believe that I would follow him to death. Certainly you have read as much in my movements as I have in yours. There's no shame in your feelings, sister of the Echani.
Be silent! You know nothing of what you speak.
You are alone, and wounded in your own way. I can feel its pulse, like a heartbeat from the past. But if you will not believe that I mean him no harm, then believe this. I wish to learn from him. I wish to learn how it is he still walks, when his spirit is nothing more than a shell. When you feel as though the Force, as if life itself has abandoned you. I had a question for you, Sister of the Echani. The exile. What does he look like?
Like a man, but it is more than that. And I do not have the words. He shows kindness, both small and great, to strangers. He does this without hesitation. He has accepted me, even though he and my mistress are not allies. All I know is he makes me doubt the words of my mistress, one whom I have pledged to serve.
Such feelings are not unknown to me.
And I fear such doubts. Could it be my mistress was wrong about him? That perhaps he did not seek to betray the Order? That perhaps my mistress felt as I did, and when he left the Order, she found that she doubted as well. There is a feeling that emanates from him, like a sound from far away, that has traveled a vast distance to reach here.
Like an echo. Your words are well chosen, Sister of the Echani. I will not harm him. But it is not me you should fear. There are darker things in the galaxy than a blind one such as I.
You know, you all can talk about me in front of me instead of behind my back, please. I appreciate it. Ah, still another piece. Damn it. Oh well. Oops. Oh, actually, I get Bader. And where'd you go? To 11.
Hey, get away from that. What did I What did I
I thought it was I remember in like the original game, you're able to like open that door because it was broken, and you're able to fix it with security or whatever. Oops, sorry.
You asked for it.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
What are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose...
Is there a reward?
There is. Oh, there is. A good one, too. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
Sure. Any idea where they could be?
No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
I'll see what I can do.
Let me handle this.
More where that came from.
You asked for it.
Everyone down!
Crystal Cave. Oh, there you go.
I know about that.
You don't know about what? The sensors?
They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine?
Can you examine the sensors?
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Hidden surveillance device. No wonder Shade. Oh. Good work, Barry Door. Good job, Barry Door. Hey, I found the sensors.
I don't suppose you found...
I found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000...
Sounds like the work, it's worth a lot more than that.
It is worth more to a...
Alright, here you go. I'll take the credits.
Thanks for your help on this.
Man, you guys are tough.
Time to even the odds.
Hello.
Yutapak mito haibes niksa tochi mapao.
My apologies.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maura.
You can't for attacking you. Why is that?
Huta yanolia. Jukta genichu ba.
You will tell me your secret.
Just like a Jedi.
Kavanata galu. Kavanami donki krato. Charika yayakta min sobachina ninga ballo cha jukso. Yatuka uwanrika chotin.
Oh, the order.
Wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa.
I see.
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baran.
You have an extra gland?
Yatuka uwan.
You will give me your gland. Nah, no. I'll be going now. I'm not that heartless.
Everyone down!
You are no match for us.
Time to take you down to size.
You are no match for us.
I'll go back here later. I want to explore the ruins actually.
A weakness is revealed.
Hey Alice, I hope you're doing well. Good morning. It's great to see you. Hello. Doing well? That's good. That's really great. How are you, everyone? I'm pretty sure, I think everyone's doing well. Hope they are. How's your morning going so far? I'll take that one. Powers? Oh yes, this one. There we go. Whirlwind, that's a good one. Oh, let me give Alice a shout out. Excuse me. Alice is a very sweet VTuber as well. Oops. Everyone give a follow to Alice. She's very sweet and very nice VTuber. And her model is really pretty. I remember, I think I had to go see the administrator in order to I need to give it a pass from the administrator.
I think Tarn has finally cracked, running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened, and perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Wow. Hello.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
You fought in war?
Yes, I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess we won. You couldn't tell here, though. Feels like we've been forsaken by the Republic. The war was very unkind to Dantooine.
Yeah.
The hidden enclave cost us a great deal. A great deal.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
By
I'm
scalping.
not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment.
Does Salvager sell your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Wow. What was stolen from you?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
Really? I'll see what I can do to help. I'll help you.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Sure. Oh, a shop. You're selling arms, right? Let me see what you have. Oh. $9,000 credits? Oof. Damage 3 to 8. Wisdom +1, charisma +1. I'll take that. Awareness. Shui, charisma. Oh, I'll take that. Heavy blaster. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, not upgradable. Alright, thank you. Zeron.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I'm looking for it for a proper price.
Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. Before that, though, you got any other reason for coming to militia?
I wanted to see if anyone needs a hand.
Rare thing, a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
What sort of work needs to be done?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
How much is the reward?
2,000 credits.
If we sell their lives, there has to be more important than credits.
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things. 2,000.
I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can. You want?
How do you feel about the mercenaries?
I don't have anything
What are you telling me about the administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much anything. Our most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the administrator never went elsewhere. I bet she'd make a decent senator, even.
How's the militia doing?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help. But we gotta help ourselves.
Alright, I'll be going.
Ah, you have called me. Have I not told you that I don't like interruptions? Now, this is a disruption that is most welcomed. This news bears some thought. You have done well. This time, do not interrupt me again. Preparations need to be made. Another was not expected so soon. Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes? No friendly greetings are here for you.
My ship isn't battered.
You act like I have insulted your woman. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition.
Really?
I'm done being inconvenienced by you.
Damn, what's your problem?
Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am.
No, I haven't.
Another's time, not mine. Someone less important.
You're important? Okay.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Yes. I'm Raiden.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship...
I came that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war.
Oh,
that was
has
a
it?
Jedi vessel.
Don't tell me you're here to collect a bounty.
Of course not. I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet. An exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is little use in that endeavor. But if a Jedi were here, that would best be kept secret. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for the Jedi Council. Could you tell me what you're talking about?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook.
Vrook?
We've known each other for many years.
I know
and our
him.
continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He didn't send me, but I would like to meet him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to...
Yeah, I'll make it my first priority. I'll have pets? Thank you.
that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi.
Did it? Oh, it worked. Yay. Oh, hold on. Let me try again. It looked kind of off to me. Oh, yay. Yeah, it worked. Thank you. All right.
I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go.
How's the quality of the stream, everyone?
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Does it look a little blurry, or is it okay? I just want to make sure it's alright.
Like many parts of Dantooine, the sub-level of the Enclave has several... Is there any...
Clean? Okay. Because like from watching it back in the thing, it looks a little low quality. Is there anything I can do to help here?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid.
But thank you, Spirit. I appreciate it.
And make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen.
All right, I'll be going now.
More where that came from. More where that came from. Let's settle this. More where that came from. Time to even the odds.
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
Time to even the odds.
shall make this one see.
Come on.
To battle. A weakness is revealed.
Oh, I love that power.
A weakness is revealed.
Damn it. I'll try again. Damn it.
A weakness is revealed.
Damn it.
More where that came from. Let's settle this. Everyone down.
A weakness.
More where that came from.
This one will fall.
Damn it.
A weakness is revealed.
Oh, Mandalorians.
Can I help you?
What are a bunch of Mandalorians doing on Tatooine?
Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value.
Yes, of
It's
course.
not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
I understand that. I'll be going now.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
Of course.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
I heard you've been making troubles for settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Their skills may not lie solely in warfare, but there isn't a failing.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
What can you tell me about Tatooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers...
Why choose Tatooine as a base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cath hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
What about the settlers?
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride. I have time to kill, and talking about... What if... You're really not so bad. Most of us are the really skilled, usually...
Who's your leader?
A Sentiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malik during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
So what do you do between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out. I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time.
Do you know anything about a thief?
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it. What if we did?
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda can...
I guess I'm a salvager, technically.
Well, we don't need another one. I'm gonna give you some advice.
What do you do here?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
Who do you sell to?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
Can I see what artifacts you have for sale?
You should have let me know you're a customer.
Ooh, Jedi Master Robes. Oh, it's 8,000 though.
You still... Certain.
Oh, she isn't buying.
Oh, the visitor comes to our delightful cell.
Are you selling something?
Am I that transparent to you? Well, apparently this is so. I am Ralon, known throughout this camp for the many artifacts of value that I have uncovered. An expert, this is certain. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron?
Able and powerful? Isn't that an exaggeration?
This is no idle boast, traveler, but a fact. A holocron is easily worth many thousands of credits to any Jedi, but I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare...
Can I expect a holocron? Maybe it's broken.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits.
This is a remarkable fake, but it's not even worth the time you wasted describing it.
How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
How isn't it your fault?
This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap.
So you didn't make this?
No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck.
I doubt you even have a wife.
You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about?
You know anything about a thief?
You should talk to Durala. I've told her everything I know. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sub-level, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places.
Alright, I have to go.
You still learn.
You know anything about a thief around here?
Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him.
Who do you think the thief is?
The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know.
The thief comes from the ruins?
That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him. If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda.
Surely there's something left.
The only thing left is the sub-level, and that's crawling with Legrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new.
I'm going to ruins. I come a long way.
If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them.
I'll be going now. I need some money. Try to sell some stuff. Let's go. Hey, I'm supposed to sell some stuff to you. What are you selling? Sell. Oh, this one has healing on it. Long sword. So this one. That's all I have. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think that's enough though. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. What time is it? 7:30.
You go down.
I want to see what you're selling.
Certainly.
8,000. Alright. I'll take it. Yeah, nice. Where's the map?
I hear you.
Okay, let's go back. Because I'm going to try to upgrade it a bit. Oh, man, it's hot in here. Where's the lab? There it is. Charisma, persuade. Constitution and strength. Critical his awareness. What's my constitution at? 14. Needs to be 18 to even equip it. Nice. And then nice. That. Okay. Okay. Time to go to the Enclave. And if I remember correctly, I can save a guy and then he can give me, whatchamacallit.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
So the Jedi still live.
Perhaps in the shadows of the galaxy. We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
HQ units.
You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Threat. Come with us without resistance, Jedi, or you will come with us in pain.
Do you ever know when to quit?
shall make this one see.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
To battle.
Systems failing, Master.
How may I serve? Weakness is revealed. This will be a problem.
Systems failing, Master.
I think that's the last part.
Diagnostic.
HK.
47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
You look like the series of droids that attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, there's at least 4 out now. Well, there's at least 4 others now, defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Actually, there's a series of HK 50 units sharing your model and function that we have encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Are you alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name.
Yes, they are.
And if they are, in fact, hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
You're assassin droid.
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin. assassin droid, it is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy, Master. Oh, how I hate that term.
What, Master?
Answer.
Or meatbag?
No, Master. I said it again.
Alright. Are you ready to serve me, droid? Or, well, I'm not sure I like the having idea of having assassin droid on board.
Answer. Well, I am not certain I like the idea of a master who feels reservations at having an assassination droid at their disposal. In fact, it brings with it a certain sense of dread that you may actually not use me to my full capabilities.
You're not killing anyone unless it's self-defense. Even then, I don't want you I want you acting without my orders.
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve. Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern.
Okay.
As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Vulnerabilities? What do you mean?
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meatbags across the galaxy.
If you decide to attack me, I will crush you and scrap you without a second thought.
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And, of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
What, to protect me?
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
HK, do you know what love is?
Answer. Many organic meatbags find that question difficult to answer, Master, but I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope.
There's a certain lethal charm in such a shot, I agree.
Statement. This definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot, and strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
Ask some questions.
Statement.
Interrogation?
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained, or so I choose to believe.
It's not an interrogation, I just want to ask you some questions.
Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst.
Enough of the interrogation already. When I ask you questions, I mean I will ask you questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
I want to talk about the other HK units.
Statement. Yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know where these clones are being created?
Answer. Master, I do not So far, the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me.
How did this happen?
Statement. I have no idea, Master.
I need to know more about these clones of yours.
Statement. What a...
You sound pretty disgusted by these duplicates.
Answer. My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend. Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever.
Is this going somewhere?
Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently.
Cloning of a Jedi or a Sith, like that hasn't been done before.
And adjust it so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And of course, they refer to meat bags as organics. Unacceptable.
Okay, so that explains your anger.
Clarification. Anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy.
HK is great.
Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission.
I have other questions.
Statement.
Nothing, never mind. Alright, let's go. Speak with our droid. No speed. Might be helpful. Range weapons, close combat when targets at short range. Take that one.
Ready to serve.
Just say the word.
Ready.
Constitution, because she needs more HP. More defense. Where's the lightning? Oh, there it is. Okay.
To serve.
How may I serve?
Okay, let's go. What time is it? 8 o'clock. I think I might end it here. Let me get to the place first.
My life is
Ready. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Soon you shall know pain.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Prejudice set to maximum. Prejudice set to maximum. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
This one will fall. This one will fall. You are no match for us.
Assassination protocol initiated. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Come on, come on. Get him. Damn. There we go. HK using his fist.
Engaging.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran.
Joran.
I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want?
What's the problem?
I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course, the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered.
Are you gonna go back for him?
Are you kidding? Course we aren't. He's on his own. I only wish he didn't have the salvage on him. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace.
Alright, yeah. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end it here. Next time, I'll explore the ruins. Thank you all for watching. See you guys next time.